Here is everything we are missing from the LEGO Minecraft theme of sets. Let's get straight into it. Starting off, we have the Woodland Mansion. Now, the Woodland Mansion is an awesome natural structure and could make for a great LEGO Minecraft set. The only problem is they haven't made it yet, and that's pretty annoying. And so, therefore, what we could get in this set is a lot of different things. We could get several different rooms and things like that in separate sets, and that would be awesome as well. We don't mind how we get it, but if we did get it, it'd be quite exciting. Minifigures wise, we could get the Evoker, the Vex, both in one set, neither of which we have before. So those are super important, and if we got them, would be very, very exciting. And also, if they wanted to make a giant set, they could as well. We haven't had a really massive set over 2,000 pieces since the Mountain Cave. They've never gone over 2,000 pieces ever again. So if we made a massive LEGO Minecraft Woodland Mansion, that would be awesome. It could go well over 3,000 to 4,000 pieces. But obviously, the target demographic for LEGO Minecraft doesn't really allow for that size of sets. They are more going to be thinking about small scale sets, good play features, and for a good value. So if we got a Woodland Mansion, we would most likely see little rooms from the Woodland Mansion, iconic parts of it, but nothing more than that. And I think that's okay. We could get some really cool stuff. The minifigures would be very, very cool, since the Evoker is something that we've been waiting for a very long time. It is a minifigure which is quite easy to make. They just need to reprint the original torso from the villagers, and then just use a pillager head, really. That's all you really need to do, and they can get away with it easily. And it's a simple print as well. Just a little yellow stripe down the middle of the torso. That is all. I think this would be a perfect thing for LEGO Minecraft to make, but I don't know. As for the Vex, easy one as well. They've made the alley before. Recolour the torso, make a new head print, use the same head mould, and just make a new print for it. Perfect. Or they could use the baby zombie torso, reprint that, make it a different colour, use the baby zombie head mould, and reprint it to make it into a Vex. It would work perfectly fine, and using a wings add-on would make it even better, and I think both options work pretty well and would be awesome to see in LEGO form. Beyond that, we could also see the sets connecting together, which would be quite cool. I think if they made it so that play feature was in it, it would be very popular, since people will want to buy more and more of them so they can make a larger Woodland Mansion. It would be very profitable for LEGO to make, so I don't see why they wouldn't do it. It'd be a great thing for LEGO to do, and very exciting for us fans of the Minecraft game and the LEGO line. Let's get on to number 2, which goes to the end city structure. The end city structure is something which has been half done before. We did in 2024 get the LEGO Minecraft Ender Dragon and End Ship, which is really exciting. It got a whole End Ship inside it, which was really cool for quite a small price compared to other themes. Still quite expensive when in LEGO Minecraft terms. And also alongside that, we did get the End Portal yet again. Although, one thing which we didn't get, which we've still been asking for, is the actual structure itself. The end ship is just an extension of that structure, which only comes with half of them. Sometimes the end cities don't come with any end ship at all. So I think they should really consider making the end towers as well, since they look awesome, and using Technic they could quite easily do the floating buildings. Although I can see why they wouldn't. They could just make a singular tower and we would still be happy. Minifigures wise, there's not much more that we could get from it, other than the shulkers, which we already have, and the endermen, which, again, we already have. Although shulkers, a lot of them in a set would be great, since the only one we only have a minimum of 1 in each set, so I think it's actually 2 in the end ship, but we could get loads of shulkers in this set if they made it. Having them stick to the walls and stuff would be awesome. As well as that, inside the end city there is an ender chest. We have never got that before, and I'd be quite interested to see how they do it, seeing as they did update the chest design from the old ones, although I think this would require a lot more reprinting than the original thing, or than it would for the Evoker. You would need to do like the whole thing and everything. There's a lot of different details on the ender chest, which is why I can see why they wouldn't do it. Also, if they made an End City set, they could quite easily do different shulker box colours. Since you can get different colours, it would be really cool to be able to customise your shulker boxes in LEGO form as well as in Minecraft. It'd be very beneficial for us, and it would be a collector's item which would be profitable for LEGO. So I don't see why they shouldn't do this. The set itself would be cool, the minifigures would be cool, and they can even add an Ender Dragon in it, just for fun. And I think overall, if they made it in different sets, they could quite easily make them connect, just like the Woodland Mansion. There are a lot of different possibilities for these larger natural structures. And my final one is a proper Pillager Outpost. I've been going on about this for a very long time. The original Pillager Outpost set was absolutely awful. All we got was a tent, the little tiny statues, the scarecrows, not very good, and a little cage. That is the minor structures of the Pillager Outpost. When you think of a Pillager Outpost, you do not think of those minor structures. You're thinking more about the massive tower, which you can see from miles away. And that is something which we still haven't got. Although, there is hope. In the 2025 Summer Wave, rumours have it that they're making a Pillager Outpost set. We do not know what it will look like, if it's going to be small, big, or if it's just going to be half a tower, going to have a lot of play features, we don't know. Hopefully, they do improve on what they did last time, because I really do not want a repeat of the original Pillager Outpost, because that was appalling. I would like to see them make at least half a Pillager Outpost, so you can see the front facade of it, even if they cut it down the middle and have like the play features around the back. Because then in that case we could buy two and make our own giant ones. Also, if they really wanted to go all out on it, which it doesn't look like from the pricing they have, they could make a giant one with over 2,000 to 3,000 pieces quite easily, or a miniature, which we'd also be happy with. As long as we get the main tower structure, I think anyone will be happy with that Pillager Outpost set. And as for minifigures goes, we basically have most of the minifigures that we'd need. Maybe they could upgrade the Iron Golem, since that didn't look amazing in the old Pillager Outpost set. And as said before, we can do it in parts. Different parts means more sales, since people want to connect them. Although that means more money out of our pockets, it means more into theirs, which is really, this is a business, that's what they're looking for. So a Pillager Outpost set in different parts would still be quite cool, since you could make it even bigger due to the different types of sets. And you know what, you can get cheap ones as well if you're really not wanting to make a massive Pillager Outpost. Although, we'll have to see what comes out in summer 2025. And next up, we have a village set. Obviously, back in 2016, we got the village with 1,600 pieces. And don't get me wrong, that's a really good set. There were some really cool things in it, good minifigures, and the overall set did actually get the full emphasis for the village. It wasn't half-baked or anything like that. They'd fully made a village, and they went all out with it. And I love how they did that. But you also can't ignore the fact that it came out in 2016, and that's where our problem lies. That is now retired and can go for some extortionate prices, which means we're due an upgrade. Alongside that, the village houses in the LEGO set are different from the ones in Minecraft now. The village has been updated since then and has new structures for the houses and things like that. Therefore, yet again, we're due an upgrade. Also, we have got a couple of other village sets, I guess, but they've been very small scale and not contained a lot of the major structures. We have actually never got a church before, so that would be interesting to see if they did. And I wouldn't mind whatever village they wanted to do. There are so many different types now, and whatever they did, I just hope they'd make it a larger scale set, since we're kind of missing some of those nowadays. Alongside that, you can also do pretty much every role of a villager in that whole village set. There are so many roles now, they could easily do that. And if they wanted to, like I've said with so many others of these missing ones, they could do it in different parts. Of course, this isn't the best case scenario for us, since it means more money out of our pockets having to pay for these sets. But, I mean, at least we get it. If they did it in parts, we could connect them together and hopefully make a massive village that way. Although it would be a lot more expensive, but a lot more profitable for LEGO most likely. Because they are a children's theme, so therefore they do not make as many big sets. They have one 18 plus set, which they made last year, and if that goes well, maybe we'll see some more follow suit, but at the moment, it seems like they're aiming under 600 pieces, which isn't so good for those who want a larger village set. But if they make it in different parts and different sets, which they could do, I guess that would be pretty good, but still, I'd hope for better. But overall, I think any type of village would be great, and even if they did it in parts, at least we could get another large-scale village once you've bought all the different sets. Let's move on to our spot number 2, which goes to a Wither set. Now, the Wither is a very different one. A bit like that village one, we have got a Wither before it, and it was pretty good. Overall, it was really well done, the printing was great, and how they did it for the pieces at the time was amazing. I think they did a really good job with that original Wither. But just like the other set, the other village set, it's retired. The old village was expensive, this minifig is expensive. The set itself was a bit cheaper, so hopefully it's more common. Although, it's still pretty rare to find it anywhere really. Nowadays, it's quite an old minifigure and very difficult to find, and when you do find it, it's going to be for quite a high price, which, isn't very fun to try and find and buy. So hopefully they do make another Wither set, because the Wither is such a cool minifigure. It has a good significance in Minecraft. It's not a required boss mob, but it is one of their largest boss mobs. If you're doing a survival world and you've beat the Ender Dragon and all of that, the Wither is the next best thing. You can make beacons with it and all of that. And speaking of that, they could literally do a set with a beacon containing a Wither inside it, and that would work perfectly fine. So yeah, there is a lot of significance to the game with the Wither, but they still haven't made a new one. Maybe the original didn't do so well, so that's why they haven't. And yeah, why don't they just throw in a Wither Storm? The reason they wouldn't do that, it's a different line. It's not actually Minecraft, it's Minecraft Story Mode, a spin-off game. So they would most likely not make a Wither Storm, but a Wither is quite a good possibility, although don't get your hopes too far up. It would be very cool to see though, and I would hope very much that they consider this, since that is an awesome minifigure. And, well, it means that they can refine it a bit more with any small mistakes they had with the original. I'm not saying there were any ones at all, but still. That is another thing which we really need to see again. And our final one, which is extremely important and, well, it seems to be forgotten. A desert temple. The desert temple is an extremely old natural structure. They've been in the game for years. And yet we still haven't got anything to do with it whatsoever. We've got desert sets, plenty of them, but nothing to do with the desert temple. And this is quite a significant natural structure as well. It is the main natural structure in the desert, I'd say. It comes with a lot of different chests down the bottom and a really cool booby trap. Alongside that, just the design of it would be really good and work really well with Lego, I think. It'd be really cool to see, since we don't get many desert sets nowadays, so that would also be a plus. And just seeing all the booby traps and the different things they could do with it would also be awesome. The only impractical part of it would definitely be that all of the chests and all of the treasure is down right at the bottom below ground level, which would mean that we probably wouldn't see those, but we could see the main structure in the sets. And also the outside, the facade also looks awesome, and I don't see why they haven't done it. It's a very big missed opportunity. Now, it is a quite major natural structure in the whole of Minecraft, and has been around for a long time, longer than anything with the likes of the trial chambers and all of those, which we have got sets for, but we still haven't got a desert temple, which is really weird. And on the same lines as the desert temple, I think we should get another jungle temple. This one isn't as dire since we have got one before, and it's pretty easy to yourself. And, well, that is retired again, and is quite expensive, and contained leather armor, which hasn't been seen after, so that's pretty cool. But Jungle Temple isn't as big of a deal, but still would be pretty cool to see again. Anyway, the Desert Temple would be an awesome set to see. There is so much possibilities with this set, and they could do so much with it. There are a couple of different mobs they could do with it, but most of them we've seen before because, well, the desert isn't a very fun place for mobs. I guess they could do the husk again, but they already did that last year. So a lot of the minifigures that they could do have already been taken up, and that's probably why they haven't done it yet. But the set itself could be done with your own bricks, but it'd be really cool to see it in a Lego Minecraft form by the experts themselves. So that is a big reason why we want to see it. So that was absolutely everything missing from the Minecraft range of Lego sets. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. You can subscribe up there. There is another video down there. Really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.